Hello, and welcome to another flight review. If you're new here, my name is Jet, and today I'm flying with Air France in business class on board an A220 from Copenhagen to Paris. I arrived at the airport around 4:30 for my 6:25 flight, and as you can see, it was pretty busy. I didn't have any luggage to check, so I was able to check in and get my boarding pass through the Air France app on my phone. Security was quick and easy at this time of morning, and per usual, duty-free followed immediately after. Copenhagen's airport is definitely one of my favorites. It's extremely cozy, has great daytime views, and has a great selection of shops and restaurants. I've never been here this early though, and aside from Joe and the Juice and a couple of bakeries, not much else was open. Copenhagen's airport has all your usuals for pre-flight shopping, and of course, they're usually open when your flight isn't leaving this early in the morning. The airport isn't huge, but it can still take 10 to 15 minutes to get to your gate from security, so just keep that in mind. Fortunately for me, Espresso House is open this early in the morning, which I personally love. It's like the Starbucks of the Nordics in my opinion, and great for a quick caffeine fix. Today's flight to Paris is leaving from gate A11, which probably took the full 15 minutes to walk to. The gate is your usual boarding area with some cozy seats and toilets just across the walkway. There are some great tarmac views when the windows aren't covered in rain, and you get plenty of natural light during the day. Today's aircraft is a basically new 7-month-old A220-300 with registration F-HZUL. Boarding started right on time, and I soon made my way down a beautiful glass jet bridge. I was welcomed to a dark cabin by a seemingly tired crew and headed to seat 3F, a window seat in the last row of the business cabin. After a few minutes of boarding in the dark, the crew turned on the rest of the cabin lighting, which was the perfect time to show you my seat. 3F is the same as any seat you'd get in economy. European business class tends to just be an economy seat with an empty seat next to you and, of course, a more solid in-flight service. The seat features some beautiful red details along with a fully adjustable headrest. There is no IFE on board, however there is a tablet and phone holder for your devices, along with a USB-C and a outlet. The tray table features a cup holder, which I love, but otherwise the tray table is pretty standard. There is of course a coat hook available for any hanging needs you may have, and as far as legroom goes, I would say it's just okay. You also have your backseat pocket along with two smaller front pockets, perfect for your phone or other small devices. Something I appreciate about Air France's A220 is the larger wayfinding. It definitely helps others find their row numbers quickly and easily. And just prior to the boarding door closing, the crew came around and handed out moist towelettes. They were pre-packed, but they were still cloth, which was a nice surprise. Shortly after, we pushed back and started our taxi for today's 1 hour and 44-minute flight to Paris. Once we were up, the crew closed the curtain, which they stayed behind for most of the flight. There was a meal service on today's flight though, a cold breakfast with only one option being available. The main was sort of like a cold savory pancake with butter and slices of cheese, along with some cold veggies and a warm croissant. There was a second piece of bread with some butter and really good strawberry jam, and some rather sad looking pineapple. To drink, we were given coffee, orange juice, and a bottle of water, and honestly, this might have been the worst cup of coffee I've ever had on a plane. Business class wasn't full today, so the breakfast service wrapped up pretty quickly. With that, I decided to go ahead and try and get some sleep. Wi-Fi was available on today's flight, which featured free messaging. The free messaging was a bit spotty, but I appreciate it being offered nonetheless. Surfing was €5 and it was 15 to stream, which is probably worth it for longer flights. There was no free entertainment streaming available, so just keep that in mind. Not before long, we began our descent into Charles de Gaulle, bringing this quick little 2-hour-ish flight to an end. Overall, I'd say today's flight was just okay. The crew wasn't really present, but when they were engaging with me, they were always kind and professional. The service was quick, which I appreciate on these early morning flights, as it allows you to get some sleep if you want it. The meal did leave a lot to be desired, and honestly, my favorite part was probably the warm croissant and the jam. As far as the hard product goes, Air France's A220 is a beautiful and comfortable aircraft that I'd much rather fly on over their older A320s. The A220 is almost silent on takeoff, and aside from the whale engine noises, you really don't hear them, both a pro and a con to engine enthusiasts. The cabin is sleek and shows a great care for and attention to details. Legroom could be a bit better, but overall nothing out of the ordinary. I would probably fly with Air France again if it was on an A220, but to be honest, I haven't flown a lot of intra-European business class, so I don't have a lot to compare my experience to. I'd love to hear who you think has the best intra-European business class, so let me know in the comments down below.
Bienvenue à Paris, aéroport Charles de Gaulle. Il est 8h passé de 30 minutes. Vous pouvez dès à présent désactiver le mode avion. Votre ceinture de sécurité doit rester attachée jusqu'à l'extinction de la consigne. Nous vous prions d'être attentifs aux éventuelles chutes d'objets à l'ouverture des coffres à bagages.
We landed in a very foggy Charles de Gaulle and we were literally zooming to the gate. Not sure if this is normal, but I don't think I've ever been on a plane taxiing faster.
Personnel Air France est également à votre disposition au niveau des comptoirs service client. Pour votre information, votre salle d'arrivée est située au terminal 2, hall F. Nous vous remercions.
Thank you so much for watching this quick little flight review, and if you haven't done so already, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I plan on posting at least once a month in 2023, and I currently have a poll up on my YouTube channel so you can help decide the next video I edit. And as usual, I appreciate all your support and I hope to see you again very, very soon. Thank you so much.